Hello, Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. My name is Muhammad Fikri bin Azmi. I from class DDT 3G, also from the Information and Communication Technology Department. Chapter 5, Part 1, IT Professionalism and Ethics. 5.1, Explain IT Professional. Communication skill and IT professional. An IT professional must be familiar with the illegal and ethical issues that are inherent in this industry. Problem must be about communicating with the customer. It's about knowing how to fix a computer. Learn to use good communication skill as confident as you use a screwdriver. Next, skill and troubleshooting. A knowledgeable technician who use good communication skill will always be in demand in the job market. As a technical knowledge increase, so use ability to quickly determine a problem and define a solution. A technician should establish a good rapport with the customer. Since a relaxed customer is a better able to explain detail of the problem. Has access to several communication and research tools. Any of these resources can be used to help gather information information sourcing process. Technician resource is a personal experience, script, website, search engine, online fact, co-worker, support vendor, diagnostic repair tools, manufacturer, manual email. Skill and professionalism. A technician professionalism and a good communication skill will enhance their credibility with the customer. Successful technician control their own reaction and emotion from customer call to the next. A good rule for a technician to follow is that a new customer call mean a fresh start. Never carry your frustration from one call to the next. So this is the end of chapter 5 part 1. The next will be chapter 5 part 2 that my friend will take over in the next video. Thank you and have a good day.
I'm from DDT 2A. Okay, I will introduce about chapter 5 part 2, IT Professionalism and Ethics. 5.2, Practice proper attitude while working with a customer. 2.1, Determine customer problem. First task of the technician is to determine the type of computer problem that customer is experiencing. 3 rules at the beginning of conversation. No, call your customer by name. Relay. Use brief communication to create a one-to-one connection between you and your customer. 3. Understand. Determine the customer level of knowledge about the computer to know how to effectively communicate with the customer. Technician should practice active listening skill. 2. Do not interrupt the customer. 3. Listen carefully to what the other people saying, to what the other person is saying, and let them finish their talk. After the customer has explained the problem, clarify what the customer has said. Ask some follow-up questions if needed. Use all of the information to complete the work order. 2.2.2 Displaying professional behavior with customer. When dealing with customer, it is necessary to be professional in all aspects. Handle customer with respect and prompt attention. On the phone call, know how to place a customer on hold, transfer a customer without losing the call, help the customer focus on and communicate the problem, stay positive by focusing on what you can do to help, convey interest in helping the customer. The process to follow before put a customer in hold. What technician should do. Let the customer finish talking. 2. Explain what that you will have to put the customer on hold and why. 3. Ask if it alright to put the customer on hold. 4. Once giving consent, tell the customer you will be just a minute. What a technician should do. 1. Interrupt. 2. Abruptly put the customer on. Is a list of behavior to avoid when communicating with the customer. Do not minimize customer problem. 2. Do not use jargon, abbreviation, and slang. 3. Do not use negative attitude or tone of voice. 4. Do not argue with customer or becoming defensive. 5.2.3 Keeping the customer focused on the problem. Recognizing this threat will help them to manage the call accordingly. Is talkative customer, rude customer, angry customer, knowledgeable customer, and the last one is inexperienced customer. Talkative customer. A talkative customer discuss everything except the problem and use the call to socialize. Rude customer. Complain during the call, make negative comment, may be abusive and uncooperative, and may be easily aggravated. Angry customer. Talk loudly, tries to speak when the technician is talking. It's usually frustrated and upset that they have to call somebody to fix the problem. Knowledgeable customer. A knowledgeable customer wants to speak with a technician that is equally experienced in computer and usually tries to control the call. Inexperienced customer. An inexperienced customer has difficulty describing the problem and may not able to follow direction correctly. 5.2.3 Proper etiquette. For email and text communication, there are a set of personal and business etiquette rules called netiquette. 2.2.3 Proper etiquette. General rule that apply to all online interaction with customer and co-worker. Respect other people's time. Share expert knowledge. Respect other people's privacy. Be forgiving of other people's mistakes. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Henry Sandau dari kelas GBP 3G. Saya membentangkan chapter 5 atau 3 yang bertajuk Explain Employee Perspective. And stress management technique is relaxation ergonomic. For the first, make sure that your desk layout work well. Second, adjust your chair to a comfortable height. And third, adjust your monitor to comfortable ambience. Is follow the business policy of company. Second, keep a list of callback customer. Third, do not give favorite customer faster or better service. One is do some physical activity to relieve stress. Second, stand up and take a short walk. Third, do a few simple stretch movement or squeeze a tension ball. Of an SLA usually include the following. First, equipment of software that is supported. Second, where service is provided. Third, preventive maintenance. And last, cost and productive. Call center employee rule. There are also rules to avoid general daily activity of employee. Do not exceed the allowed number and length of break. Do not take a break or go to lunch if there is a call on the board. Third, do not leave on an ongoing call to take a break, go to lunch or take some personal time. Part 3 is customer satisfaction. The following rules should be followed by all employees to ensure customer satisfaction. First, communicate service expression to the customer as early as possible. And last, communicate the repair status with the customer, including explanation for any delay.
Part 4. Understand ethical and legal issues in the IT industry. Ethical and legal consideration. Computer forensic is a collection and analysis of data from system, network, wireless communication, and storage device are part of criminal investigation. Illegal computer or network access, depending of a country, illegal computer or network access may include identify theft, using computer to sell counterfeit goods, using pirated software on computer or network, using computer or network to create unauthorized copy or copyrighted material such as a movie, television program, music, and video games, using computer or network to sell unauthorized copy or copyrighted material, pornography. Type of data collection. Two basic types of data are collected when conducting computer forensic. Produce presented data, store or local drive. When a computer turns off, this data is preserved. Volatile data stored in a RAM or cache, disable when computer is turned off.
Develop is a term of describe the international, regional, country, and state law that affect computer security professionals. IT professionals should be aware of the cyber law in their country, region, or state. For the documentation, the documentation is required by a system admin. For the documentation is required by a system administrator and a computer forensic expert is extremely detailed. They must document not only that event was created, but how it was created and which we tool.
Documentation. The following at a minimum should be documented if illegal activity is discovered. Initial reason for accessing the computer or network, time and date, or network connection, illegal. The following at a minimum should be documented if illegal activity is discovered. Initial reason for accessing the computer or network. 2. Time and date. 3. Or network connection. 4. Physical area where the computer is located. Chain of custody. For evidence.
Chapter 5, Part 5. Understand call center technician task. 5.5.1. A call center. A call center environment is usually very professional and fast-paced. It is a help desk system where customer call in are placed on call board. Available technician take the customer call on computer in a call center of help this software. The technician use this software to manage many of their job functions. Each call center has business policies regarding call priority, a simple chart of how calls can be named defined as business policies regarding call priority. A simple chart of how call can be named and defined.
5.5.2 technician level. Level 1 technician responsibility. Gather pertinent information from the customer. The technician has to accurately enter all information into the ticket or work order.
Responsibility. 1. Usually not more knowledgeable about technology. 2. May have been working for the company for a longer period of time. 3. When problem cannot be resolved within a predetermined amount of time, the level 1 technician prepare and escalate work order.
End of chapter 5 part 5. Thank you.
Good luck, everyone.
Please subscribe this my friend YouTube channel and push the notification button.
Ting ting.